So here we are again, speaking yet again about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Markles as I like to call them. And yes, I do mean it when I say the Markles, and that includes Harry. I call him Harry Markle. But anyway, first of all, let me just say this. Number one, if these two individuals, and it looks like they have decided to give up their HRH title, HRH meaning his or her Royal Highness. Some people say that it was stripped from them, but the Queen is saying that it wasn't. It was a mutual agreement that if you're going to not be doing any work, you don't deserve any of the benefits of being in the royal family. The royal family is not just a family, it's a business. This isn't the Kardashians. And they've decided to leave, and I support them leaving. The Queen says, go ahead and go. Go move to Vancouver. Go move to Los Angeles. If you want to go, work for Disney, if you want to go talk on the Oprah Winfrey show, you do all that stuff. But you aren't going to be given Royal Highness status. And I agree with the Queen, and I agree with... Look, if these two want to leave and be private citizens completely, no money from the taxpayers of Britain or Canada or America or anywhere, then I'll leave them alone. I promise you. That's my word, okay? It's only fair. If these two people want to be private and they don't get a penny from the government, not one penny, not one red cent, not a half penny, nothing, I'll leave them alone. I won't criticize them. If they think that they can't handle the kitchen, if they can't handle the fire, I'll leave them alone. And they're even welcome in Canada too. You want to move to Canada? Go ahead. You want to live in Vancouver? You want to live in Toronto? You want to live in Oshawa with Arana Nation? I don't think Meghan's going to want to live in Oshawa with the Arana Nation. I guarantee. You want to live in Niagara Falls? You want to live in Halifax? You want to live in Montreal? Go ahead. You want to go to the CN Tower? You want to just do snowboarding? You want to put Harry in the Beavers? I was in the Beavers as a kid. You want to play hockey? Go ahead. But don't take any money from us. This is not a British colony. And they've learned that pretty quick. Now, there's a few updates that need to be done. Number one, the petition that I created, and I want people, if you haven't signed the petition, and this is for Canadians only, unfortunately, Canadians only, sign the petition which states that Canada should not give any money to Meghan and Harry to fund their security. If they want security from the Canadian government, they have to pay a securities fee to us. We don't pay for any bit of security. We don't give them free security just because they're royals. You know, people say, well, this is Meghan and Harry. What are you going to do? What if somebody kills them? Well, if somebody kills them, that's their problem. Let me tell you something. I work, and I have a lot of benefits from my job. I get paid very good money. And I get a lot of benefits. If I don't work, or if I quit, and especially if I cold quit like they did, my benefits get stripped from me. I could have all the health problems in the world. If I quit, I can die on the street for all my boss cares. There's no more drug benefits, eye benefits. That's it. I could die on the street. So they should face the same thing. And Canadians are saying the same thing that Arana Nation is saying. Thousands of people have signed the petition. And there's even another petition that's rivaling this one where even more people have signed it. It's from the Canadian Taxpayers Association, and I'll put that one up as well. We're not in any competition. Whichever petition you want to sign, the main goal is to make sure that Meghan and Harry don't get a penny from the Canadian taxpayer or the British taxpayer as well. But I'm a Canadian, so I have to represent the financial interests of my country first, because this is my government. This is my government. This isn't Justin the tacky-headed Mac Daddy's government. He is an employee. He's my employee. I didn't vote for him, but I have to live with him. He is my employee. He's my servant. He is my servant. He's no different from somebody who would clean my toilets. He's no different than my driver. He's my servant, and I tell him what to do. And the Canadian people tell him what to do. That's how it's supposed to be. So, and we're saying we don't want to give him any security money. Now, I'm sure he's going to do it, but the point is that he is going to put himself in a very, very rough position if he defies the people of Canada like this, because thousands of people have signed my petition in Canada. Probably more than hundreds of thousands of people have signed the other petition. Canadians don't want this. And I'll tell you something else. The media goes around saying that Canada is some lovey-dovey, friendly, huggy-kissy, Teletubbies, Barney and Friends, Sesame Street, Elmo type of country. I don't know where these people get this from. We are just as badass and dirty and rough and killer as anyone else. I mean, yeah, we elected Justin Taquet and Mac Daddy Trudeau, which is a huge mistake. More people actually turned their back on him last time around, but still, we've got a lot of Canucks out there who have missed the freedom train, have missed the nationalist train. And those are people who are being increasingly marginalized. They're nobodies. They're actually, even if Justin Taquet and Mac Daddy Trudeau is prime minister, really he has less power than he's ever had before. Those people are increasingly being left behind by history. So we forget about them. There's more premiers, there's more people out there who are ready to tear down this Mac Daddy, Justin Trudeau, and really he's a lame duck prime minister as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, most Canadians want an end to the monarchy. Most Canadians, since the beginning of the 21st century, have wanted to see an end to the British monarchy. And I am going to read to you some polls that have come out in the past and in the future. You know, the monarchy in Canada is not popular. Now, that doesn't go to say that people in Canada are going to, cut the Queen's head off or anything. But poll after poll after poll states that more and more Canadians want to see an end to the British monarchy. They want to see an end to it. They don't see the point in it. They say that we should have an elected president. I agree with them. They say, and people say, well, if you have an elected president, that means Trudeau could be your president. Well, let me tell you something. Even Justin the Tack-Headed Mac Daddy Trudeau being president is better than foreign royals who have never been elected to their position being the head of this country. They don't even live here, okay? They don't even live here. And now they're going to bring their leftovers to Canada and expect us to just roll over and put them up. Pay for their lodging, pay for their security. Canadians don't want it. Canadians really don't want to see this anymore. They're done with it. They're done with it. 58% of Canadians right now want to see an end to the monarchy. I want to see an end to it. Yeah, Canadians don't understand this anymore. So why do you think you're going to bring your leftovers, the runt of the family? You're going to just throw them here and expect us to take care of it? That's not going to happen. Queen Elizabeth, that's not going to happen. This isn't an Australian penal colony for royals. If they come here, we Canadians expect them, even the dumbest Canadian out there expects them to at least pay for their own security. They're rich, and they're going to get richer. I'm telling you, these two are going to get richer. They're going to work for Disney. They're going to work for Oprah Winfrey. They're going to go on Oprah's show, write books, all this sort of thing. And the Queen says, we can't have you cheapening the royal family. Agree to get rid of your HRH. And they've agreed to it. And that's why I've said, I think we've had our pound of flesh with Meghan. I think we've had our pound of flesh with Harry. We're winning against the establishment. We have won a lot of battles. Arana Nation has won a lot of battles. We have humiliated Justin the tacky-headed Mac Daddy Trudeau in the election. He doesn't have a mandate from the Canadian people. We have chased Meghan and Harry out of the establishment, chased them out. We are winning a lot of battles, okay? So I don't want to overplay my hand here. If they really, really want to leave and they want to be financially independent, they're not going to take a penny from us, I'll support them. I won't. I should say I won't. I'll never support them. I'll never support Meghan. She's too woke. She treats her father with contempt. I saw him on television the other day. I mean, the man is heartbroken. He's going to die. She'll probably kill him, probably. I don't know. She's a hateful person. I'll never support her. I will never support her. I'll never support him. But I won't attack them. They will be Hollywood people. They will be nothing. They will just live in some, I don't know, do whatever. They'll live somewhere else. Meghan will go to work. Be a movie star again. Prince Harry Markle, he'll be a house dad, taking care of Archie, cleaning diapers, mowing the lawn, cleaning toilets in the house, vacuuming, cooking dinner. Harry doesn't have a role. I mean, he has to give up all of his work that he did when he was living in the UK, so he will just stay at home with Archie with a pink apron on, and I don't know, maybe Meghan will force him to dress like a woman. I don't know. I think she's into that type of stuff. He will be, sexually humiliated. I think she might even leave him. I don't know. And then he'll look even worse, and and then life goes on. I'll leave them alone to do their thing. Archie will grow up with a Canadian accent, American accent. He will most likely be a mama's boy, which is not a bad thing, and I don't know, he's going to grow up to not respect his father, treat his father bad, like, a lot of these Western boys do in these families, cartoons and stuff. They like to portray the father as an imbecile, Homer Simpson, a lot of those old Nickelodeon shows, the cartoons, the father was an imbecile, that he was treated like dirt by the family, walked all over, the mother would humiliate him. That's how it's gonna be. And Archie's gonna be sitting around in his dirty diapers watching these cartoons, how they treat fathers, and he's gonna treat his father that way, and I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't get himself into trouble, because he's not going to have a real man in his life. And it'll go on. Arana Nation won't attack them. Leave them alone. But the only thing, I don't care about how she treats Harry. I don't care anymore about how she treats her father. The father raised damaged goods, and that's just how it is. But my important thing is that she does not get the money from because that's when you're going to see me really start tearing into them. And I even want to, offer to the Canadian Taxpayers Association, if they want to link up with Arana Nation. I know a lot of people in that organization. If they want to merge our petition together, not because I'm trying to dick size or anything, but to send a message to the establishment and to Justin that we don't want them to be getting money from us. We don't want it. We're serious here now. We're serious. No more hockey. No more Tim Hortons coffee. No more obsessing over foolishness. We're serious here now. If it's a fight they want, it's a fight they're gonna get. So I am playing hard now. Live your life. Live in Canada. Live wherever you want to. Do what you want to do. I don't care. But don't come here and think that you are living in your great, great, great grandmother, Queen Victoria's colony. Because Queen Victoria is dead and Canada is not a colony. This is the Arana Nation.